Well, this is a strange way to do morning drive, but until we get the new Facebook page up on Facebook for Abundant Life Fellowship, this is how we'll be doing it. Hopefully more people will get to see it this way, because there are a lot of folks that I'm sharing it with on Facebook that either don't get on Facebook or don't get notifications for Facebook. So at this point, I'm going to do morning drive as a recording, like I'm doing right now. So it'll be morning drive, not live. Welcome to morning drive on Tuesday morning. I want to talk a little bit about this upcoming Sunday, and I also want to remind all of you about Wednesday night at 6 p.m. If you have interest or have had interest or have a desire to be a part of the worship team at Abundant Life Fellowship, if you want to lead in worship, be a part of the group that leads worship, there's going to be a gathering at the church house at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. Work's still going on in the sanctuary. It's come a long way, but we're going to have a meeting on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Sunday morning, we will begin at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Sunday morning. Probably plan to continue at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning, at least for the rest of this year. I think if we had it at 2, it'd be too early for some. But anyway. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the message you heard last Sunday and the interaction between Pastor Danny and me. We'd never done anything like that. We didn't really have a plan for something like that. We didn't know what that was going to look like. And that video, if you have not seen it, will be available on Abundant Life Fellowship once the page is up and functioning. With everything else we're trying to get done and with our work schedules, bear with us getting that page up and running. We're covered up right now trying to get ready for Sunday. I spoke on Sunday about things that were, and Pastor Danny spoke with me about things that are, and then I spoke about things that are to come. I believe more than I've ever believed anything in my life that we have a great harvest this fall. I believe that the Lord is going to stir the hearts of people and draw them to a fellowship like Abundant Life. The one thing I want everyone to understand is it's not about building a large congregation. It's about church growth. Throughout the years, church growth has been attributed to growing numbers of people who come to the building, counting those numbers and applauding ourselves for the number of people who come, never considering the attrition rate and those that fall away, walk away, or leave. Now listen, we can't do anything about those that leave, but we can continue to love those that are there, and we can continue to love those who will come in, and we certainly will love all those who come back. I realize that what we do at Abundant Life and the culture that's been created there is not as churchy as some would like. It's been my heart to never be churchy. It's been my heart to obey the voice of the Lord and follow Him by His Spirit. As we look forward, here are things that we should consider. We should consider that we are the body of Christ, that we are many members jointly fit together. I've had texts from some of you who declare how much you miss the gathering of the fellowship of the saints and how much it strengthens you. I did not wish this, I did not pray this, but with the number of times I've heard that, I'm beginning to think that it's possible that the Lord gave us these 2 weeks so we could understand how important the body of Christ is and how important the gathering of the body of Christ is for the strength of the body. If you cut off your thumb, your body's not well. If you cut off your forefinger, your body's not well. If you lose an arm, your body's not well. And if your body's not well and healthy, then it's not going to perform and pursue and be able to do all the things that God's called us to do as a whole body. Now I want to speak something that may be considered harsh by some, but there is a vision for the body that meets at Abundant Life. There's a vision of ministry that God ordained. There's a mission and a mandate that God ordained. We have fulfilled that mission thus far in things that were and things that are. But as we look toward things that are to come, we've never changed the foundation of our church, which is 1 Corinthians 14:26 through 33, and it will not change. Though the look may change, and there may be some leading in worship, there will always be the solo song that is part of the foundation of our culture. There will always be the releasing of that gift in the house, because every member of the body, every finger, every nail, every fingernail has a purpose. An eyebrow has a purpose. An eyelash has a purpose. These are the least glorious things, but they still have great purpose. Eyelashes protect our eyes from dirt. Eyebrows protect our eyes from sweat. There's a purpose in everything. Can you imagine God creating Adam, forming an eye and saying, I have to keep this clean, and I have to keep something from running down into it? The thought, the power, the awesomeness, the glory of God to consider those things. See, it's the small things He considers. And there is no one or no thing or no gift too small in the body that meets an abundant life. It's hard because, like Paul, as leaders in the church, our desire is to be all things to all people, in that, in doing so, that we may win some. I've heard the statement made through some people that we're losing our identity. No, we're not losing our identity. We're gaining our identity as we hold on to the foundational culture of Abundant Life Fellowship. God has an order established, and in that order, God has ordained some things. And those are the things we must be about. I'm excited about the changes in the method and in the medium. But the message and the foundation and the culture will never change, because God mandated some things. And He gave us the mission of keeping a never-changing Jesus relevant in an ever-changing world. Let's get back to church growth for a minute. The church growth that I believe the Lord is looking for is not a growth in numbers, but a growth into maturity. See, it doesn't matter how many you have if all they do is drink milk and need diaper changes. What matters is what you can do with 300 when you started with 30,000. Or what you can do with 300 when you started with 3,000. Or what you can do with 300 who are focused, who are born again, who are pursuing His kingdom and His righteousness, who are becoming disciples of Christ, and who are being matured in their gifts and in their callings, not hiding out, trying to determine who you are and what you're supposed to be doing, but pressing into your gift and your calling. And leadership is ready to sit down with you and discuss these things. We will, going forward, put more effort into discipleship. We now are a church that preaches and has children's church, but we will become a church that makes disciples, because making disciples is the mandate of preaching the gospel. I'm so excited to get back together on Sunday. I'm so excited to experience the powerful presence of His Spirit. I'm so excited to know that the love and the unity of the body is going to be manifest that day. I'm so excited that those who have come to understand the importance of the gathering are going to be there to give out and to receive, to be blessed and to be a blessing. I'm looking forward into the things that shall be, and I'm excited to be a part of what the Lord is doing at Abundant Life Fellowship. If you'd like to share this link after you get it, it'd be great, but I'll get it out to you here in just a few minutes. God bless you. I love you. This has been Morning Drive, not live.